There's some interesting news to share. A new development with people struggling at the gas pump, struggling with inflation. Here's an interesting twist that has been happening for a while. And this one's out of the Gateway Pundit, that the Biden regime is now sending our strategic petroleum reserves to China, communist China, as the U.S. gas prices are hitting historic levels. So Joe Biden berates the gas station owners for the high gasoline prices, or he's blaming Putin or what have you. His illegitimate regime is selling our strategic petroleum reserves to Europe, India, and China. No, it's not like they turned on the Keystone Pipeline. It's not like we're drilling for new sources of oil. It's completely backwards. And now, they keep these reserves in case we go to war, any number of things. And people struggling at the pump. Okay, we'll bring out some more supply, drive the price down a little bit. But instead, he puts this tweet out, or somebody wrote this for him under his name. My message to the companies running gas stations and setting prices at the pump is simple. This is a time of war and global peril. Bring down the price you are charging at the pump to reflect the cost you're paying for the product, and do it now. And of course, people were very quick to point out that these gas stations, they don't make much money on the actual gas. The margins are thin, the competition is fierce, and they make more money, selling the goods inside of the store. So more than 5 million barrels of oil that were part of a historic U.S. emergency reserves release to lower domestic fuel prices were exported to Europe and Asia, according to data and sources, even as the gasoline and diesel prices hit record highs. And here's a fact sheet that they put out March 31st. This is off of the whitehouse.gov website, talking about Putin's price hike at the pump. Americans face rising prices because of Putin, blah, blah, blah. Putin this, Putin that. He accelerated his military buildup around Ukraine. Gas prices have increased by nearly $1 per gallon. Because of Putin's war of choice, less oil is getting to market, and the reduction in supply is raising prices at the pump for Americans. Of course, they leave out the whole idea. This was going on for a year before this ever was a war. And they also shut down the pipeline, Keystone, and they haven't drilled. They're not doing anything domestically. We had cheap energy under Trump. Say what you want about them, but the numbers don't lie. So they can sit there and spin this all they want, but it's not based in reality. The Biden crime family received $31 million from companies tied to Chinese Communist Party's Ministry for State Security. The only explanation for Biden's regime treasonous actions in wartime is that they are intentionally trying to harm the United States. If that's not an indictable offense, it's certainly an impeachable one. So while we're struggling at home and they shut down the Keystone Pipeline, get rid of all those jobs, jack up all the prices, and then they send our reserves overseas? Are you kidding me? This should not be happening. So it just seems like this is maybe the headline up there seems a little hyperbolic, the Biden crime family, but it seems like they're actually a puppet administration to China. So Joe, tell me you're a puppet of China without telling me you're a puppet of China. So there you have it. Now, we could impeach him, but I don't know if that's going to do much good with cackling Kamala or Nancy Pelosi as the number 3. That's probably even scarier. I'm not sure, but we're in a tough situation here. So hang in there. Maybe they can undo this election if they can prove that there's some fraud, and we can bring Trump back and put an end to this and have cheap energy again. We shall see. Stay tuned. It's been a hell of a year so far, and we just entered the second half. So thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time.